Heard my dad, I'm number one. Getting on the road till we got it done. The family, I'ma give him some. Spent that come, he didn't run. Sunday, I went to church singing the song. Why I had to send my baby home. It wasn't that paid for long. Been a G in the game, now I'm song. I am the beast. See me habits and see me beats. I'm untamed, I need a leash. I'm insane, I need a shrink. I have brain, I need a leech. Might complain on easy streets. I don't even try to the beat speak. And I'm like, my sprite is the beat. And I'm especially all the immunity. I have more juice than your jeweler. Touch it over, shield the dealer. That's a I just smoke a tumor. Red like stuff in rumors. The state on track, right about to rumors. I just work with Virginia. I'm military, cause we take it over. One city at a time. I can see the sunset. Fading eyes, I'm leaving on it. Wanna go on it. Spend the whole day with you, leaving on it. Don't you hate goodbyes? Better say come on, open goodnight. Don't get even pretend. No matter how I try, nobody wants to know we can lie. I don't want this night to end. If only I knew from the sunrise we can let it all right. If only I knew that free fall and hold you forever. If only I knew one more day to love you till you're dying. If only I knew, if only I knew, if only I knew from the sunrise we can let it all right. If only I knew that free fall and hold you forever. Show me good love in return. I'll show you every love you learn. You can turn the talk into a lifetime. So I'll make a moment. Maybe you know you don't know. Take a photo and put it twice. I'll far wherever you go. Don't you hate goodbyes? Better say come on, open goodnight. No one can even pretend. No matter how I try, nobody wants to know we can go right. I don't want this night to end. If only I knew from the sunrise we can let it all right. If only I knew that free fall and hold you forever. If only I knew one more day to love you till you're dying. If only I knew why you looking me in the eye. If only I knew from the sunrise we can let it all right. If only I knew that free fall and hold you forever. If only I knew one more day to love you till you're dying. If only I knew, if only I knew. Yeah. If I did it, then I did it right. Yeah. This ain't happened for me overnight. Yeah. Better guess me, you gon' pay the price. Yeah. Down to business, I ain't playing nice. Yeah. Throwing Hattie all on my sight. Yeah. When we poppin', they don't wanna slice. Yeah. Read it, envy, that's a part of life. Yeah. Mediocre, that's just much better. Now than ever. Ain't no cracking under pressure. The boy's clever. If I did it, it was stellar. Nobody fresher. Stop complaining, man, my head hurts. These catchy records ain't nothing really but a walk in the park. How you catalog me, dog? That's the stars on it. Getting started, you don't really wanna start with me. Just kill, I'ma sacrifice how hard it is. My family, I burst. You wouldn't know if I did it, I burst. Real life spinning, looking good, it ain't slowing. And after another man, I just keep going and going. If I did it, then I did it right. This ain't happened for me overnight. officials in a positive manner. Profanity, derogatory comments, or other intimidating actions directed at players, officials, club representatives, or supporters will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal from the stadium. We appreciate your cooperation in creating a safe and positive environment built on respect, community, and competition. Hummel is the official soccer ball and apparel supplier for Diesel. For more information, please visit hummel.us. And with 10 clubs and counting, the National Independent Soccer Association is growing. With further expansion on the horizon, we appreciate your support of the newest professional soccer league in the United States. Follow our link and all our independent clubs, please visit NISAsoccer.com. And fans, for all game information, including rosters, player biographies, schedules, and much more, please visit the official digital program by visiting NISAsoccer.com.
But I do a lot. I'ma make a toast, cause we still alive. No big
Richmond. Savannah Clovers FC is coached by David Proctor. And now, here is this evening's starting lineup for Flower City Union, sponsored by Vault Rochester, our exclusive athlete recovery partner. In goal, number 13, Michael Mayha. Come on, fans, let's give it up for number 32, Matt Bolda. And let's make some noise for number 4, Jose Cartanella. Number 9, Aliun Diakate. Number 23, Steve Noatis. And number 10, Luke Ferreira. Number 31, Mami Kwasele. Number 3, Kyle Nelson. Number 19, Freddie Opoku. Number 11, Oscar Sanchez. And number 14, Malik Stewart. Flower City Union is coached by Jordan Sullivan, Nelson Capello, and Marcelo Moriera. And also please welcome the officials.
1-2. Okay, back here with commentary. Unfortunately, has some technical difficulties, but we've got those worked out now. Varsity. Union and Savannah Clovers 0-0 here at the Rochester Community Sports Complex. Here's Ferreira. Ferreira dribbling through the entire team and is fouled. Free kick. So a free kick for Flower City as DeLeon and Ferreira both are taking a tumble here on the ground. It'll be a free kick for the home side. Score one, or no score between these two teams. Both teams could really use 3 points as they're at numbers 8 and 9 in the table right now. And Union can go ahead of Savannah if they can get 3 points today. Detroit earlier beat Maryland 2-0, so they'll stay in 7th place in the league, no matter what happens today. Andy's Jimmy saying nothing. No sound. Right with the free kick comes off a heel and booted straight up in the air. Grabbed by Ferreira. Ferreira wanted to foul there, no call. He's double team, gets through that, but it's taken away by Savannah. And away goes Sanchez. Andy Sanchez. His ball in the middle looking for Yerdes. Was played away by Kyle Nelson, and now Poku. Long ball, and both the forwards for Union tangle up to get Conte and Stewart, and Conte is down. Let's hope he's okay. Savannah with the ball. 15th minute. No score between these two teams. Long ball for Quintiliana. Boldo trying to shepherd it out and does so well. Goal kick. Mike Mahayan goal for Flower City, the 24-year-old from North Bergen, New Jersey. Quisele. Postway Cartagena. And Quisele again. Varsity taking their time. Mahayan gets a touch, and now Kyle Nelson scored the first goal for Flower City this season when they were Salt City Union playing in Auburn, New York, just outside of Syracuse. Double branding of the team this year as Rochester and AC Syracuse Pulse were merged between the two franchises. Nice move by Stewart on the far side. Here comes Stewart looking for Diacate. Crosses the middle. Bolden has it. Bolden trying to move for a shot. The score! Matt Bolden. Let's Flower City Union ahead. With his first goal of the season. Beautiful play there by Flower City Union. Ball played back at Matt Bolden. It's the marker for Flower City in the 17th minute. And it's 1-0. And that's just what the doctor ordered for Flower City Union. Let's see if Savannah can put something together here. They had a great chance on a corner kick. Mejia made an incredible save right at his near post. And now over the top, there goes Opoku. Space on that right side. Let's see if he can find somebody in the middle. Opoku, twisting, turning, into the middle. Diakate gets ahead to him, but can't get enough power on it. But it's still dangerous for Union. Ferreira, Diakate. Diakate looking for some help. Diakate with the shots blocked. And he'll play it back. Elias bouncing in, and Tiana takes care of that one. Bolden. Opoku with the cross. Just past Diakate. Was as far as Stewart. Sanchez. Oscar Sanchez. And he runs out of room. Goal kick. Savannah with the ball. Daniel DeLeon from Chaska, Minnesota. Played for Red Bulls 2 and also played in Costa Rica as well. Ball bounding around the ground. Finally cleaned up by Flower City and back to Mejia. Cartagena gotten some good play in the last couple of games for Flower City. Here comes Savannah on the attack. Going down to the far side is Vaughn, I believe. It's a free kick. And Hargreaves will go over to take it right in the corner of the box. You look to in-swing this. Try to find a runner coming in. You can set up a two-man wall. Matt Bolduc scored in the 17th minute for Flower City to make it 1-0. And Savannah looking to equalize. There's it for Hargreaves, and collision there, and it's a big goal kick. He had got a punch to it. They've got part of the Savannah forward rushing in there. See who that is. So we goal kick from Mejia in the 21st minute. Flower City Union 1, leading the Savannah Clovers 1-0. Mejia looks played short to keep possession and does so. Forward for Sanchez. Ferreira back in his own half. Opoku looking for Bolduc on the run. Nice touch from Diakate to Bolduc. And ball's going to be whistled down for offsides. I believe that's a good call there by the referee's assistant. So here in the 21st minute, moving into the 22nd minute, will be a free kick for the visiting Clovers. Jack Condi from Santa Cruz, California, went to Winthrop University, the Eagles of Winthrop. But one back by Union, Diakate. A square ball for Sanchez. Cartagena to Nelson. Union playing with the lead. It's going to take their time, keep possession of the ball, look for the openings. They're in no hurry. Nelson for Ferreira. Savannah has only scored 6 goals this season themselves. And being dumped to the turf is Bolduc. And it's going to be throwing for the visitors in green from Savannah. Union wins it back. Bold gets around one, gets around two, goes down. Referee plays advantage. Mr. Jefferson Dargu. And yes, that's the same Jefferson Dargu who played for the Rochester Rhinos and the Rochester Lancers. Now applies his trade as a referee. Savannah with the throw, and we're midway through the first half here at the Rochester Community Sports Complex in downtown Rochester, New York. Maybe a brief stoppage. And here we go. Full ball there, right to Maselli. Cartanea. Ferreira. Sanchez back to Ferreira again. Ferreira likes to pull the strings in midfield. Let's all go through him. He wants that ball again. Instead of going to go long for Opoku. Very dangerous on that wing. And he gets the trap. Opoku. Opoku squares it for Stewart. Stewart takes the shot right at Jack Pondy. He makes the save. Good play there by Opoku. Bring that ball down and getting the square ball in, but Stewart's shot is saved well by Pondy. There's down by a goal here for the homestanding Flower City Union. Sanchez, that's Andy Sanchez. So there's two Sanchez's out there, one for each team. Caselli for Elias. Elias was playing in the midfield earlier this year. Now they have him at that right back position. Here's Stewart. Stewart on the far side. Goes inside. Diacate has to go back. Ferreira. Will he take the shot here? He does. It's blocked. He tries to run it down in front of Vaughn and does so. And he wins the throw. Union up 1-0 in the 26th minute. Throw in for Diacate. Elias. Diacate again. Inside for Stewart. Stewart twisting and turning, but surrounded by a wall of green, and Savannah comes away with it. Sanchez looking to play through, but cut out well by the captain, Quiselli. Going down, no call. Sanchez goes to the deck, but Mr. Dargu says no foul, but one back by Union. Here comes Opoku, chips it forward, looking for Diacate. Now Hargreaves. Hargreaves again. Long up that touchline. Nelson's going to try to shepherd that ball out. And can't do so. He's forced to play the ball and does well. Opoku. Opoku gets around his man. He's fun to watch. Frederick Opoku from Ghana. Oh, that's a foul from behind. Free kick for Flower City. Coach Nelson Capello on the side there. Assistant coach Nelson Capello, along with head coach Jordan Sullivan. Nelson Capello, Rochester Lancers Hall of Famer, amongst many halls of fame for the legendary longtime coach, who's actually coached Jordan Sullivan at MCC, Monroe Community College. And now Jordan Sullivan is the head coach of Flower City, and they have to bring Nelson Capello out of retirement to help coach this team. And the team is much better than their record has shown. They've been in every single match. They've dominated in times. It just got to find that Terminator to put the ball in the back of the net. Like a Bronco Segota or Mike Stoyanovich from the Lancers, or a Doug Miller, or Darren Tilley, or Jimmy Glenn from the Rhinos days. Opoku chips it, looking for Sanchez. It's won well by De Leon. Some space here for Savannah, but cut out well by Quiselli, who comes up to make the defensive play. Stewart, Quiselli trying to play it. De Leon chips it forward, comes off ahead, and will roll all the way back to Mike Mejia. Flower City with the ball, up by a goal. And back to Pondy. Andrew Barrowman, haven't called his name much tonight. The 24-year-old from Marshfield, Massachusetts. Up in the New England Revolution Academy. A number of these players in NISA have been through the academies of Major League Soccer, whether it be the Colorado Rapids or the New England Revolution, the Red Bulls. Many of the teams have produced professionals out of the academy ranks. Nelson looking to go over the top for Bolduc, but it's a little too far, and Pondy will scoop it up. Pondy's played most of the games. The backup keeper for Savannah actually is former Union keeper Russell Robles. There's a long ball through, and it's much too much pace on that ball, and easily Mejia will pick that up. Mejia was injured a couple games and was ably backed up by Trevor Wilson, but since Mejia has been back from his injury, he's the number one for Flower City. Mejia plays it for Nelson, and he's going to get it back. Savannah trying to press here as we move to the half-hour mark here at the Rochester Community Sports Complex in downtown Rochester. Flower City Union 1 and Savannah Clovers 0, and a goal in the 17th minute from Matt Bolduc. Here's Diacate with a nice move. Diacate ran and forgot the ball, now gets it back. Diacate driving into the area, is cut off by De Leon, who has forces to play it back. Stewart blows by his man. Stewart to the byline. Stewart puts it in the area, away from Ferreira. Cartagena for Quiselli, and Union will keep possession. Mejia well out of his net. Nelson forward for Sanchez. Sanchez, his little bump there, played forward by Bolduc. And popped up in the air by Mason Moyers. I'll tell you about his story in a bit. Now here comes Savannah, and a good play by Nelson as cross came in from Ierdes. But Nelson was there to get it away from Bunting, or it could have been 1-1. Quiselli, Ferreira. Ferreira again. Plays a square for Sanchez. Got some space. Sanchez tries to play for Bolduc, and it comes off of Quintiliana. Here's Bunting. Big boy, 6 foot. Charleston, South Carolina, former member of the Charleston Battery. Some great games that the Rhinos played against the Battery back in the day. Also had a chance to visit their stadium once, and Got to go to the Three Lions pub. I think it's still there. There's incredible amount of memorabilia, including a couple things from the Rochester Lancers. That's a poor ball there. It's going to be free throw in for Flower City. Instead of free throw in, I guess it's free. 33rd minute, 1-0 to Union on goal from Matt Bolduc. Nelson double teamed and goes down. Looking for a foul, and actually they're going to give a foul there, I believe. Nelson was hit from behind by Barrowman. So Mike Mejia will set it up for Nelson, and Nelson will just play it short for Mejia. The 33rd minute as Union protecting a 1-0 lead. Nelson, Diacate, Ferreira. Union setting up some triangles there, trying to work the ball through the green wall of Savannah. There's Sanchez. Sanchez forward for Stewart on that right side. Elias making the overlapping run. Stewart tries himself, and you can see the result. You know, sometimes you're forward, you just got to give it a shot. You never know. Old adage, you can't score if you don't shoot. Here's Pondy again for De Leon. Not a lot of movement from Savannah. Ierdy's trying to make a run there, but Nelson's going to shepherd that ball over the end line for a goal kick. Alexander Ierdy's 5'11", from Nicosia, Cyprus, went to Coastal Carolina, the Chanticleers, and then has his final season at Memphis State, the Tigers of Memphis State. More known, of course, for their basketball program than their soccer program, but they produce some good players there as well. Ferreira keeping control very well. Ferreira, Opoku. Ball played forward, and Diacate not happy with that service. Bolding. Bunting, check that. It's Joel Bunting from Charleston, South Carolina. Charleston not that far from Savannah, just an hour or two away. Long ball. Diacate, the onside. Yes, he is. Diacate spinning, looking for some help. 1 on 5. Tries to play the ball through the mixer there, and it's cleared away, but still Union. Ferreira. Very confident on the ball. Opoku back for Nelson. And Union has had most of the play here in this first half. Savannah had a really good chance early on a corner kick. And Mejia made an incredible save at his near post to keep Savannah off the scoreboard. Throw for Flower City, 37th minute coming up. 1-0 to Flower City. The Union will be off for the long holiday weekend and back here in Rochester. That's a change. We'll tell you about that in a second after this play. Matt Bolduc, the goal scorer. Bolduc, is he going to rip one? Nope, he's going to play Stewart in. Stewart takes the shot just wide of the mark. That's how you play a big keeper like Pondy. Keep the ball low. Stewart had the right idea, but just missed the far post. His far post, near post for Pondy. Nice ball from Bunting. Once again, Union just continues to disrupt. This is what they did against Gold Star. They disrupted the flow of the offense And Gold Star was never in that game from an offensive perspective. That's a beautiful ball there. Stewart comes to the left side. Stewart looking for Ferreira. Ball passes blocked. Stewart trying to make room for a shot. Goes to the far side for Sanchez. Sanchez back for Elias. Elias will take the chip, and it's wide of the mark. Some good offensive movement and passing by Union. Just that last shot is not there. So the Union was supposed to play July 8th in Auburn as Salt City Union against Club de Leon, but the game has been moved to Rochester, so it'll be here at the downtown soccer stadium, the Rochester Community Sports Complex, at 6 p.m. on Saturday, July the 8th. That'll be Union's next match. And of course, we invite you to come out and enjoy professional soccer here in Rochester at the beautiful Rochester Community Sports Complex. If you can't make it, or if you're listening in from out of town, you can tune into 11 Sports, and I'll be here, Andrew Battisti, with the action in 2 weeks' time. Matiana for Bunting. Mason Moyers. And it's taken away. Well, Mason Moyers' father is former U.S. international Steve Moyers, who played right here in Rochester at the old Hollander Stadium for the California Surf, who were formerly the St. Louis Stars. 1978, 79, and 80. I believe the Surf made at least one appearance in Rochester during that time. I know that they played the Lancers in California. Another player on that team was Laurie Calloway, who ended up as a coach of the Rochester Rhinos for a couple years right after Pat Erkley left the team. But Moyers' claim to fame is he scored both goals in the U.S. 2-1 victory over Mexico, their first victory over El Tri in 46 years at the time. Also played in the Olympic Games in 1984 for the United States. So a lot of pedigree for Mason Moyers from Frisco, Texas, and went to the FC Dallas Academy. Actually played for AC Syracuse last season. Long cross in, Bunting right there, and saved by Mejia. And it was onside. It'll be a corner kick for Savannah, their first of the game. First corner of the game, actually second corner of the game. And Bunting is down behind the play. Got in there right at that near post, and Mejia got down well. Bunting is in some distress, and they're calling in the trainer. So at the 40-minute mark, we'll have a stoppage here as Joel Bunting is in discomfort behind the Flower City Union goal. So recapping, if you're just joining us, Matt Bolduc has the only goal of the game in the 17th minute for Flower City, and they lead it by 1-0. See if this is going to force Coach David Proctor to make a substitution. We did have a booking in the first half, which I failed to mention, so we'll mention it now. Savannah's Mason Moyers was booked in the 23rd minute. So mark that on your sheet if you're looking at that. So we have this break. We'll mention again that Flower City will be in action in 2 weeks' time on July 8th. And we'll get you some of the other matches for Union that are coming up. They're also taking place in the NISA Independent Cup. And that's going on with 3 local upstate New York teams. It looks like there's going to be a substitution required for Bunting. And you hate to see that. You hate to see any player get hurt because you want the best players for both teams to be out there. So Bunting will be substitute. Let's see who they put in. It looks like it's going to be Michael Green, 6'3", just 17 years old. Went right from high school to the professional ranks. Got a lot of write-up down in his native Goose Creek, South Carolina for that jump to the pros right out of high school. Now he's listed as a center back, so it's going to be interesting to see what they do here. So this substitution taking place in the 43rd minute. So Green will come in and Bunting will be done for the day. And they got to get him out of that area of the pitch too, I would imagine. See if Mr. Dargood is going to allow the corner to be taken. Bunting still being worked on right behind the goal. Hierdes will take the corner and it's put right into touch. It'll be a throw for Savannah. That's a wasted effort there. I should have put that cross in. There's the confirmation of the substitution. Green in and Bunting out. See if Green goes up top. It looks like he is. Now again, he's listed as a center back, but he's going to play in the striker position. A big target at 6'3", but maybe lacks a little bit of experience. But, you never know. Pelé started his great run at 17. Michael Owen was 17. And local guy that we all know, Mr. Pat Erkley, was 17 as well. Here comes Stewart down the side. Stewart, Bolduc's wide open at the top of the 18. Gets the ball. Can he get room for a shot? No, he can't. Ball breaks free though. Diacate still in the area. Diacate trying to make some room. Man, are packing their area. Ferreira, little fake there. And play it outside for Opoku. Union taking their time here. We move into the 45th minute. We're going to have a fair amount of stoppage time due to the injury to Bunting. Probably 2 or 3 minutes at least. Ferreira still with the ball. Union has possessed the ball well in this first half. Not forcing too much. Bolduc, nice turn by Bolduc, the goal scorer. Far side for Stewart. As the sun makes its way out here at the Rochester Community Sports Complex. I didn't expect to see that today. The sun is shining on Flower City Union as they lead it by 1-0. Opoku. Sanchez for Diacate outside. Quintiliana inside. Bolduc takes the shot. Didn't get a lot on that one and pushed it wide right. And he was holding his hands like, I could have had a brace. So now we are in stoppage time. Let's see how much it's going to be. It looks like 2 minutes, a minimum of 2 minutes of stoppage time. And there's the confirmation from the fourth official, Mr. Pfeiffer. De Leon. Witchman, haven't called his name much today either. Another Charleston, South Carolina native. Taken away once again by Flower City, but given right back. Hargreaves in the center circle. Sprays it wide for Quintiliana. 2 minutes at a minimum of stoppage time for the first half, and that's a bad pass there, but fortunately picked up by Savannah. And nice touch there by Cartagena. And over the top again for Stewart. He's in a lot of space there on that right side. You find Diacate. Stewart making room for a shot. He might have hit a hand there, no call. Bolduc spinning. Bolduc shot. Big save by Pondy. And a corner for Flower City. First of the match for them. And Bolduc again. Can't believe he didn't score there. He put the ball low. Pondy got down well to push it aside around the post for a corner kick. It's probably will be the last kick of the first half as Ferreira taking his time, going over to the corner flag. Savannah's put everybody into the box. Let's see what Union is drawn up in the training. I think LA Force scored a goal on a corner kick in first half stoppage time on Wednesday against Union. See if they can turn the tables here. Ferreira chipping it up toward the penalty spot. Shot it! Oh no! Golazo! With a brilliant goal in the stoppage time in the first half. What a goal! ESPN, are you watching? Ali Diakate with his second goal of the season. What a goal! Volley right off the corner from Ferreira. And it's Union 2, Savannah 0. Ali Diakate with the goal, and Luke Ferreira with his third assist of the season. And that's a killer goal right there. It makes it 2-0 and right before halftime. I imagine Mr. Dargu is going to blow the whistle pretty much right off the kickoff. What a goal from Diakate. I'm going to get to watch that on the replay here in just a second. Play goes on here, maybe a little bit more time. Hargreaves. He definitely doesn't want to concede here for sure. They're going to play smart defense. Yetis is cut out. And that is the final whistle to mark the end of the first half, and what a way to end the first half here at the Rochester Community Sport Complex in downtown Rochester. Flower City Union leads 2-0 over Savannah. Matt Bolduc in the 17th minute and a golazo from Ali Diakate in the first half stoppage time. Okay, it's 45 plus 2. And it's Flower City Union 2, Savannah Clovers 0. We'll be back with the second half in about 15 minutes here on 11 Sports. And welcome back to the Rochester Community Sports Complex in downtown Rochester, New York. This is Andrew Battisti, the co-host of Soccer is a Kick in the Grass, North America's longest-running soccer radio show, now in its 30th year on the air. You hear us every Monday at 6:30 on WYSL, 1040 AM, 92.1 and 95.5 FM in Rochester, and live on the web at soccerisakickinthegrass.com. Of course, we'll be having some guests from Flower City Union and Flower City 1872 on Monday's show, along with all the latest on the U.S. men's national team, the Club World Cup coming to the United States in 2025. Boy, that is going to be something else. And of course, the U.S. women's national team getting ready for the World Cup in Australia, New Zealand in less than a month. Here it's Flower City Union looking for their second straight home win, and they're in control 2-0 over the Savannah Clovers. Goals from Matt Bolduc in the 17th minute off a feed from Malik Stewart, and then a golazo in stoppage time off the corner from Luke Ferreira. Ali Diacate with the scissor volley. What a goal. That's a world-class goal right there from Diacate. And that gave Union the 2-0 lead they enjoyed halftime. See if any substitutions are made. Looks like we're going to see one for the Savannah Clovers, and that will be number 13, Mateo Villafrade, who is from Spain, and we'll see who he substituted for. We'll check that. It's ready to start the second half. The Savannah going from right to left on your screen in the green uniforms. Flower City in their lilac color, and for those who may not be familiar, the Lilac Festival is held in Rochester every year, as over 500,000 people come in to see over 1,000 different varieties of lilac, and Rochester known as the Flower City, Flower. Used to be known as the Flower, Flour City. We had a lot of flour mills here in Rochester with our two falls, Upper and Lower Falls, and the Genesee River. And then after those went away at the start of the 20th century, became the Flower City. And Frederick Law Olmsted, who designed Central Park and many other great parks in the U.S., designed Highland Park and our park system here in Rochester. And the highlight of that is the lilacs at Highland Park, and I'm very blessed to live about a 2-minute walk from the Lilac Festival and the lilacs, so I can go see them all the time. Substitution was for Mikhail Green. So interesting, they took out the sub they brought in, and that's interesting because there's only 4 fields. So actually, it's not number 60, it's number 6. Okay, that makes more sense. It was Mason Moyers who came on. There's a smart move there because he was on a booking. So good move by Coach David Proctor to get him out of there. You don't want to go down to 10 minutes. That's what happened to them in that last game against Club de Leon. That's a giveaway there. Comes Ferreira. Ferreira blowing by 1, blowing by 2, coming in on the keeper. Ferreira, a great defensive play at the last second by Mikhail Green, who was back in his normal center back position. The 17-year-old just got a leg in there to deflect that shot, or it could have been 3-0 and game over. That's it, and that's all for Flower City, but still in the game is Savannah. See if you can recognize that reference if you're watching the latest Arnold Schwarzenegger TV show. But it's going to be the second corner. The last corner that Flower City had was maybe their best goal of the season so far, maybe of all time, with Ali Diacate on a scissor volley. Let's see what Union's going to do this time. It's Bolduc and Ferreira over the ball. Here it is inside. This time it's headed clear. Sanchez back in and kicked away as Diacate was looking for the spectacular once again, but Green got it away from him. But still Union. It's been all Union pretty much this entire game. That miss early on from Savannah, where they had the chance right at the post And Mejia made an incredible save. That goal goes in. It's a completely different ball game. It's a game of millimeters. Poku, and the ball came off of Frederick, and it will be a throw for Savannah. Poku from Accra, Ghana, played for the Ghana under-20 national team. Played in Albania, Denmark, and also played for Harrisburg City Islanders in 2017. Played right here at this stadium against the Rochester Rhinos in their last season in the USL Championship. Stewart, who has an assist today. He's on the score sheet for this season finally, as is Matt Bolduc, who got that goal. Diakate now has 2 goals in 2 matches. Elias playing at that right back position, doing very well so far. And that ball's going to go out, and it'll be another corner for Flower City. Their 3rd corner of the match. And let's see what we come up with this time. We get into the 50th minute. Cartanea's over there as well with Ferreira. It looks like he will take it. Number 4 for Flower City. So it'll be an outswinger. Here it comes. And headed away by that big body green. There's a shot in from Sanchez. Ball ricocheting around. Ball still loose. Finally, Pondy picks it up. Ball could have gone anywhere. Pondy finally got a hold of it. So far, the 17-year-old Mikhail Green has done a good job. Nothing he could have done on that. But if you look at that replay, go back and watch the game again. Diakate had nobody marking him. He was wide open for that scissor kick, and he took advantage of it. Got to have a body on big number 9 for Flower City. Wishman, and the ball down behind the play. That's going to be a booking there. That was a hard foul behind the play. It's going to be Wishman getting his name into Mr. Dargou's book. It'll be in the 51st minute. I believe that was Bolduc, the first goal scorer. He has the game-winning goal right now. He was dumped unceremoniously to the Rochester Community Sports Complex artificial turf there. And he's still talking to Mr. Dargou. I would be quiet if I was him. So it'll be a free kick for Union. Ferreira within center circle. Opoku. Back for Nelson. And now Cartanea has pulled a little bit further forward into a D mid position, and Quiselli now in his normal center back spot. So Union a little extra in the back, and Ferreira gets tossed to the canvas, and then tossed to the turf. I was like canvas. I'm thinking about tomorrow's big pay-per-view wrestling event. And the Erdis mockingly applauded the referee, Mr. Dargou. Actually, wasn't him. It was. I should check who that was. Erdis is right in front of me. There's the captain, Hargreaves. That was a little mocking. I could have easily gotten him a booking for dissent, unsporting conduct to the referee. Mejia. Man, all of a sudden running forward, trying to press Union. Cartagena chipping it forward, and Savannah does win the ball. Ball played forward. It's a nice ball, and the shot goes well over the top from Andy Sanchez. Hargreaves, a nice ball, and then Sanchez let that run. And if he got that out of frame, that could have been trouble for Mejia, but he put it up into the stands. Free kick or goal kick for Flower City in the 53rd minute, up 2-0 here at home. Good to win their 2nd straight home game. They beat Detroit 2-0 2 weeks ago. There's Barrowman, and it's going to be a foul. Free kick for Savannah. It's a very dangerous spot. Barrowman, again, we didn't hear much from him in the first half, but he's got a fire under him in the second half. See, Savannah's a big team. They've got a lot of players 6 foot and over, but so far they've not been able to use that height to any advantage. They've had the 2 corner kicks, and this will probably be more of a direct shot, you would think. And of course, Union's gonna have to go back about 7 yards. Not surprising there. So Hargreaves and Barrowman are over the ball, and Mr. Dargou is going to pull that wall back to the requisite 10 yards. So a chance here for Savannah to get on the scoreboard, trailing by 2-0. Everybody's lined up here right at that line where the wall is. Barrowman, he'll take the shot, and a beautiful save by Mejia as the crowd goes wild. Mejia saw that all the way, got behind it, dove, and nice catch, and keeps his clean sheet. Opoku for Bolduc. Bolduc spins around his man. Got a lot of good moves, and there's another problem. They're going to get. There's a clean tackle by Vaughn. Now, a nice play by Ferreira coming back as he bothered the substitute Villafrade. He's 20 years old, from Spain. Be a throw for the visitors from Savannah. My friend John Roman visited there last year. It's a beautiful city, and I hope you like it hot because it's hot there. There's a long throw, and Mejia grabs it. That's a great weapon to have as somebody with that long throw. Acts like a corner kick. Mejia downfield and cleared away nicely by Vaughn. Comes off of Elias. And Quiselli looks to settle. He'll just going to pop it back into the area. I think Diacate was offside, so he didn't play that ball. Wishman taken away by Ferreira. Now back from Savannah. They've had a little more spark this second half. A little more fire have the Clovers. Sanchez, overlapping run from Vaughn. Sanchez still with it. Bothered by the other Sanchez. That's Oscar Sanchez. And a nice strong tackle. And they're going to give the foul, and Quiselli is not happy. He looked like he got all ball there. It doesn't matter what he says. All that matters is what Mr. Jefferson Dargou says. And it will be a free kick right in the center of the park. About, let's say, 28 yards. Barrowman took the last one and it forced a good save from Mejia. Hargreaves, a meeting of the minds here between Hargreaves and Ierdes. De Leon is there. Once again, the wall is set up. Looks like it is 10 yards. Looks like it might be Hargreaves this time to take the free kick. Has to lift it over the wall. Some topspin. Best player I saw do that was Didier Drogba. My club, Chelsea. He could topspin that ball and get it over the wall and right into the corner. Let's see what Hargreaves does here. Being set up. There's the shot and way over the top. Could be much better with it. Got to at least get the ball on frame and force a save there. In the 58th minute, Flower City Union still with a clean sheet, still up by 2 goals. Savannah definitely pushing more players forward. Barrowman's moved up, and so is Sanchez. Barrowman, I think, has taken the place of Bunting, who had to go off due to injury. Here's Vaughn. Haven't called his name much today. Chandler Vaughn from Woodbridge, Virginia. Former U.S. Youth International, played 8 times for the under-17 national team. So played for LA Galaxy 2, the team that the Rhinos beat in 2015 to win the USL Championship. Cartagena. And long ball looking for Diacate. Is it going to go all the way to Pondi? Yes, it does. Much more even second half than it was in the first one. It was pretty much all one-way traffic. Savannah down those 2 goals. Next goal, if there is a goal, will be critical in this match. Nice play by Poku as that ball floated, and Poku was able to step up and head it back into the Savannah half, which run down by De Leon. Green, the 17-year-old. Does it for Sanchez. Sanchez going over the top, trying to run onto it. And a nice play by Poku. He's banged down. That should have been a foul there. No call. Barrowman. Bear moving forward, gets around 1. Takes the shot right at Mejia. Right into his gut. And Mejia will long clearance, looking for Diacate to run onto it. He does. Diacate, can he get onto the second ball? No, but that ball's knocked away right in front of the goal. A little miscommunication between the defense and the keeper, Pondi. Pondi now's got to get that ball out of there. And they do. That could have been very dangerous there for Savannah. Barrowman. Playing it forward, and Nelson gets a foot in. Union once again with the ball. Pereira for Elias. And Elias loses possession. On the touch. Throw for Savannah. Green, long crossfield ball to Quintana. We played 1 hour here at the Rochester Community Sports Complex in downtown Rochester, New York. Goals from Matt Bolduc and Ali Diacate in the first half have given Flower City Union a 2-0 lead against the visiting Savannah Clovers. Earlier today, Gold Star defeated Maryland, their first home game. Actually, they're not playing at their regular stadium. They're going to open their new Gold Star Stadium this Thursday in a derby match against the undefeated and defending champion Michigan Stars. All still in play here. No foul called by Jefferson Dargou, but given away by Savannah. That could have been a chance there because you didn't even know what was going on. They didn't play to the whistle that time, but they get possession. Diacate forward for Stewart. Stewart, nice possession. Good skills. Still with the ball is Malik Stewart. Nice punt inside for Diacate. Diacate's in on goal. Diacate gets around Pondi. Ball still dangerous. Diacate with a shot. And it's knocked aside. That's going to be a goal kick, I believe, just wide of the mark. So substitution now for Flower City, their first of the game in the 62nd minute. And it's going to be Gabriel Ortiz, 6'1", 23-year-old from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. And let's see who's coming off for Flower City. Cartanea is coming off, number 4. So Josue Cartanea, with a good match. Played in the back and also at D-mid. So he will make way for Gabe Ortiz. Let's see where Gabe sets up. He's going to squeeze right into that D-mid position, right in front of the back 4. Pereira nearly got onto that ball. As Savannah playing with fire now. Oh, big collision. Oh boy. The 2 number 23s, Chandler Vaughn and Stephen Elias, both going for the ball. Looks like Elias is okay, but Chandler Vaughn is not. Yeah, Elias looks good, but Vaughn is in distress. See if Mr. Dargu, he's going to be okay. No need for the trainer. You might have got one with this, or you don't want to get one. Ball back in play. And Iriadis with a one-time cross. No one in particular except for Mike Mejia. With the 64th minute, it's still 2 goals for Flower City Union and none for Savannah. Mejia with a long clearance. Comes off of Vaughn's head. Sanchez picks it up. Sanchez playing it to the far side. There's a cross in, knocked away. And Hargreaves with it. Savannah trying to break out here. And Iriadis is sandwiched by Caselli and Nelson. Opoku played up the line for Diacate. Can he get around De Leon? Diacate wide. Diacate does get around De Leon. Looking for some help in the middle. Diacate still with it. Diacate trying to move around De Leon. Nice play to knock it away, but still Union. Olek take the shot, and it's wide of the mark. And again, he's frustrated with himself. He wants that brace. He scored the first goal, and he's had a couple of chances. He knew he had to get that ball on frame and couldn't do so. So now in the 65th minute, we're going to have another substitution for the Savannah Clovers. Coming in is number 11, Aiden Tate, 5'8" from Bridgeport, Connecticut. Played last year for the champion Michigan Stars. Graduate of UConn, University of Connecticut. And Andy Sanchez will take a seat. That leaves just one field sub left for Savannah. They only have 4 available field subs unless they decide to put Russell Robles, the backup keeper who used to play for Flower City, in as a field player. I have seen that done. The Rhinos did that once with one of their keepers. They were out of subs that could go into the game due to injury. When they put their goalie in, they stuck him up as a center forward. He was like 6'6". Didn't do much, but at least they had 11 bodies out there. Both teams fighting for it in midfield. Finally won by the visitors. That's a good through ball. That's a beautiful through ball. Mejia with a nice play to knock it away from the substitute, Aiden Tate, who just came into the game and nearly was in for a potential scoring opportunity, but Mejia just knocked it away from his feet. And that is a big, big play. Again, something that doesn't show up on the score sheet. It's not a save, per se, but it's a great play from the goalie. Iriadis tries to get around Quiselli, and Quiselli takes him down. Free kick. So Savannah has definitely, I think, have had the better play in the second half. Union's had a couple of chances on breakaways and 2v1 or 3v2, but most of the possession has been with Savannah. So Union is absorbing the pressure right now. And Hargreaves will take this free kick, as potentially also Vaughn is there. It's going to be an in or an out swinger. It'll be an in swinger if it's Hargreaves. An out swinger, it's going to be Hargreaves. Going to go for the in swinging ball and headed up by Elias. That's going to be a offsides, I believe. Yep, it's going to be offside call on Savannah. But that was a nice play from Elias regardless. He got ahead of that, and that's very difficult to defend, those in-swinging balls from the side where somebody tries to run onto it with a head or a volley, and defense has to be very careful not to put the ball away for an own goal. I've seen that happen many times. Elias makes the play, and Union with a free kick. Midway through the second half, Flowers City Union holding on to a 2-0 lead here at the Rochester Community Sports Complex, and Mr. Dargu said, let's get on with it. Mejia with a long goal kick. Vaughn will play it back for Pondy. Sanchez right on him, and Pondy has to just boot it anywhere. Berman with a nice kind bounce. Tate gets around Opoku. Tate in the area. Reyes with the chance. And Pacelli with a nice play. And now we're going to have a foul called. Now we're going to call offsides. There's a long wait there by the assistant referee to put the flag up. And Aiden Tate, the 23-year-old, has already made his presence felt. Now Union's going to make a substitution in the 69th minute, and it's going to be Logan Lee coming into the game. The 23-year-old from Fort Wayne, Indiana, went to Purdue Fort Wayne. They're known as the Mastodons. And Elias will come out, but they're actually going to hold that sub for the moment. Now Union, the chance here. Sanchez, can he get to the second ball? No, he can't. Got a nice touch on the first ball. So Lee will come in on the next whistle. Vaughn into the mixer. And can't be cleared by Quiselli, and offsides again. And referee saying no, it's not offsides. Mr. Dargu waved off his assistant referee there. That's very unusual. For the Friday, and ball goes out. Going to be a corner. First corner of the second half for Savannah. And of course, the Union will not make the substitution on a corner. Now, Mr. Dargu is saying, wait a minute. Savannah want to take that corner quickly, and Mr. Dargu said, nope, you got to wait. Hargreaves will take this corner kick. He is from Manchester, England, by the way. I didn't bother to mention that. Went to Missouri State. A lot of big bodies up there for Savannah Clovers. A high looping ball, and dealt with well by Malik Stewart. Down the far side, Diacate with a nice steal. Coming back from his center forward position. And ball played up the line, looking for Sanchez. Vaughn runs onto it and has a nice play back to Pondy. He had to make that play, and he did. Now some space for Savannah. Here it is. Playing it back. Hargreaves. He's seen a lot of the ball here in this second half has Zach Hargreaves. Barrowman. Playing it back for Green. Vaughn again. Well, that pass was muffled a little bit. And Ferreira gets knocked down, no call. And they're still going to hold that substitution, I guess. Nelson Capello's right over there with Logan Lee. They might wait till there's a goal kick potentially. And it looks like there's going to be maybe another substitution made by Flower City. In the 72nd minute, it's 2-0 Flower City Union with goals from Bolduc and Diacate in the first half. Chandler Vaughn up the line. For the Friday. And just put in a touch. Quiselli, throw in for Savannah. They do have that long throw. Let's see if they use it here. It's Green, the 17-year-old. He's going to wind up and fire into the area. And he's moved up by 10 yards there. That's way, way over where he should be. And Mr. Dargu lets it go. Wow. Mejia tries to get it. That ball is cleared out, but it's going to be a foul on the keeper. Green's already playing like a veteran. He cheated about 10 yards forward there on that throw. Mejia was taken down in that mixer, and it'll be a free kick for Flower City. The 73rd minute. Flower City 2, Savannah 0. Dargu having his chat with Zach Hargreaves. And now we're going to have a pair of substitutions. John Requeo, number 2, is going to be coming into the game. Plays as a wide back. Lee is more of a defensive midfielder. So these look like these are going to be offense to defense substitutions for Flower City to look to park the bus and take home a victory here at the Rochester Community Sports Complex. And that's going to be a foul on Diacate, free kick for Flower City. And coaches Sullivan and Nelson Capello waiting to make that sub. The linesman is saying it's time for the sub. And now they're going to make the substitution. Let's see who comes out for Flower City. It was going to be Elias coming out. Okay. Let's see. Lee will come in for Elias. We know that one. This is the 75th minute, because we're now just ticked past 74. So here comes Elias. He's coming off. And Logan Lee from Fort Wayne, Indiana will take his place. And John Requeo from Santa Barbara, California, for the U.S. Youth International. And it's going to be Ferreira, I believe, coming off. He's had a very good game. Luke Ferreira set perfect corner on that second goal. He's done a lot of work in midfield. So Ferreira will take a seat. And this is definitely a defensive substitution. Let's see how many players we have in the back. I'm surprised we have 5 in the back now for Flower City. Checks that Ferreira, much more of an offensive player, and Raquel, very much of a defensive player. So see what kind of formation that Union puts forth here. Poku with the ball, back to Nelson. And Quisele. Raquel with his first touch. And going down to the deck is Gabe Ortiz, so it'll be a free kick. Quayo playing it outside for Opoku. Bolduc. Nice ball. This is onside. Sanchez. Sanchez for Dicatin. Bombed out of there by Savannah. Headed back downfield. That's going to go right down to the touch line, but it will be a throw for the Clovers. 76th minute. Still 2-0. Game, the scoreline holds. Union will move out of the cellar into 8th place in NISA, and Savannah will take their place at the bottom of the table. Savannah doesn't have the luxury to take their time here. I don't know what they're waiting for. They got to get on with this. What if we had a booking actually? Diacate was booked for, I'm not sure exactly what. Might have been for delay of game. So Ali Diacate goes into the referee's book in the 76th minute. And that goes out of play. It should be a throw-in for Flower City, and it is. So we've had 4 substitutions during play here in the second half, so that would mean probably 2 to 3 minutes of stoppage time. Ball played forward. Here's a chance for Savannah. The long shot going up and just over the top. Barrowman, and boy, he must have been watching MLS, because there were 2 goals scored like that in MLS in recent weeks, where the ball came in from midfield and the goalie was way off his line, and Barrowman saw that, tried to chip him, but just went over the bar. So break for Flower City there. Mejia's like, oof. Thank goodness he didn't score on me like that. It's going to be the most embarrassing things for a goalie if you get chipped from midfield. Quisele will play it all the way over for Nelson, and running onto it is Tate. And Nelson is taken down by Tate. Free kick. You give that about an 8 on the 8 out of 10 scale. We in the 79th minute. It's still 2-0 to Flower City. Vaselli. Ortiz is playing more in the center now. Vaselli out on the right. Quayle is also out there in the back. Vaselli playing it forward while bouncing up for Bolduc. Comes off ahead. And now Requea. Logan Lee. Ortiz, a poor pass. Hierdes taken down. No call. And he stays down. And Jefferson are going to stop play here and go attend to the Cypriot, Alex Hierdes. Just adds more stoppage time. Should be Union ball on a free drop. You're just stretching himself out. Now again, here comes the last substitution now for Savannah. Last field player they have, it's number 30, Alejandro Cruz, who has not played a game this season so far for Savannah. He's gonna have to come into the game. There's Stewart. Nice tip. Back to Stewart. Ortiz. Opoku. Union just wants to hold possession here. Opoku with a long cross in. Headed away by Vaughn. And Villaferde completes the clearance. Hierdes fighting with Ortiz. Hierdes goes down. Free kick. 80th minute. Plus stoppage time. About 10 minutes to go, plus stoppage time. Headed clear by Lee. Stewart keeps it in play. Verde wins it, but right to Aqueo. Lee has some space. See if he settles here. He'll play across for Opoku. He just wants to spread the field out, force Savannah to chase the ball here. Ortiz. Vaselli. Nice ball forward for Bolduc. Polk was exactly what Union wants to do. Find the open player. Diacate. See what Diacate does here. Plays it across for Stewart. Alex Stewart. Back in front, Bolduc. Takes the shot right at Pondy. A good possession there by Flower City. Took about a minute and a half off the clock. 82nd minute. 2-0 to the home side. Green. Laferde. Barrowman. Barrowman double teamed and wins the throw. Ball's about 5 yards forward from where he should be. And they're going to have the substitution now. And again, the 82nd minute, Cruz will come in, number 30. And Quintana will come off. He's had a good game, though. Sonny Quintana on that right side. So it's the first appearance this season for Alejandro Cruz. See if he can make a difference here. Sanchez, Diacate turns. Vaughn comes back and tackles it away nicely. Hargreaves, here's the sub, Cruz. Green. Cruz playing in the back. Hierdes. Through ball and knocked away by Vaselli. A nice play as Union wins possession by Ortiz. Opoku. I wonder if Savannah's starting to run out of gas here. They've been chasing the ball for much of the second half. And good tackle, though. They get the ball away is Wishman. Long ball forward. Here it is to see if he's onside or not. Sisson keeps his flag down. Plays it back. Cruz and Bolduc there. Bolduc, can he get onto it? No. It will be a Union throw in the 84th minute. Time ticking away for Savannah Clovers. They need 2 goals. Not unheard of. Scored twice in the last 10 minutes. It's happened before. Gold Star did that in a game and ended up losing in 3-2 in stoppage time. That's going to be another throw for Sanchez. And Sanchez will do the smart thing and just lay the ball down and let Opoku walk up and take it. Union trying to milk the clock as much as they can. He has been forced to make a couple of good saves here in the second half to keep that clean sheet. Diakate goes down, no call. Savannah comes away with it. Hargreaves, bothered by Lee. Ball played forward. Nelson intercepts. It's all Union players around the ball right now. Ortiz for Opoku. Again, Flower City is a little bit more fit right now than Savannah. And the Clovers will get the throw in the 85th minute. De Leon for Vaughn. Green, Vaughn again. Long ball. Caselli should have that one covered. He'll just play the ball over into the bench area for Savannah. Throw in. And I wonder if we're going to see that long throw again. Yes, they will. Green will come to take it, but this takes precious seconds off the clock. Let's see if Mr. Dargou forces Green backwards, because he gained about 10 yards the last time. And again, I think he's gained a number of yards on this throw in as well. Here's Green into the area. Mejia wants it, and Mejia gets it. That's the only problem with these long throws. You can't get any kind of whip on it to keep the ball away from the keeper. It just floats up there. And Mejia did well to come out and take it as his own. Bolduc. Yakate with the touch. That's a nice ball there to Opoku. But even better play by Tate to take it away. And now Tate with the ball on the far side touchline. And he's taken down. Free kick. He says, it wasn't me. Yes, it was. 87th minute. There's a long cross, and that should be Mejia's ball. In fact, it goes all the way out for a goal kick. That's even better. Savannah have had a couple of chances here in the second half. But the Union defense and keeper Mejia have been up to the task. And Mr. Dargou saying, let's get on with it. Saying, if you don't, I'm going to put you in the book. And that usually means some money comes out of your pocket. Because that way it used to be in the North American Soccer League. Mejia downfield, off the head of Wishman. Ortiz wins it, and all alone that far side, lots of space. Let's take a few dribbles there, or volleys from Bolduc. Played with a little too much there. Showed off a little too much there. And taken away by the Clovers Cruz. Barrowman tries to work around Nelson. Barrowman's still with it. Nelson with a nice defensive play. Takes it away cleanly. Sanchez for Stewart. And we have a cramp down the other end of the field. Surprised that Mr. Dargou blew the whistle. That ball was 50 yards away. Good chance for some water before we get into stoppage time. We're in the 88th minute. And Noah Kavanaugh is going to come in for Flower City. We haven't seen him in the last couple games. He's been battling some niggling problems. But he will come in, again, to shore up that back line. And it will be Opoku to sit down, and he's had another really good game. On that far side, it's very dangerous. So all the players now going over, and got a couple of Union players now stretching things out as well. It's a warm, humid day, not oppressively hot, but the sun has come out and it's gotten a little bit warmer. Can't tell who's down there for Savannah, but those look like a cramp. And those things can be really painful. I'm sure all the soccer players know that. And actually, Kavanaugh's sub is being held for the moment. So we will not mark that as a sub at this time. And this, of course, just going to add stoppage time. I figure there's going to be about 3 minutes before this cramp stop. So probably looking at 4, maybe 5. Both teams getting instructions from their bench, especially Union. As Flower City looks to get out of the cellar into 8th place in the league over Savannah. And they'll play again in 2 weeks' time against Club de Leon. And then their next home game after that will actually be the Independent Cup Final. They're going to play that in Auburn at Falcon Park Stadium on Sunday, July 23rd at 4 p.m. against one of the 3 amateur teams. And then after 2 Saturdays from now, they're going to be away from home until Saturday, August 5th, when the Maryland Bobcats come in. That's going to be a very interesting game because Union's playing much better now, and Maryland has not played as well as they have early on in the season. But there are a lot of home games coming up in August, September, and October for Union. So it is not completely out of their own possibility this team could make a run. It was Barrowman who was stretched out there. And now Savannah does not have any more field subs. So right now they're playing with 10. And that's unfortunate, but things happen. So I say at least don't put the goalie in. You make it 11, but right now it's 11v10. And we'll see what the stoppage time is going to be here. So in stoppage time, we have Kavanaugh came in for Matt Bolduc. And also into the game is Ryan Curtis for Opoku. So that was both those substitutions were made in stoppage time. We still don't know how much stoppage time there is. It's going to be a goal kick for Flower City. I haven't seen the marker yet, but I think it's going to be shown right now. See what the referee says, Mr. Dargu. Probably like 4 or 5 minutes, I would say, especially with that stoppage at the end. Here's the goal kick from ahead, line drive, and it goes right into touch. It'll be a free kick or a throw in for Savannah. And let's see what we've got. This is actually the substitutions. Opoku out and Ryan Curtis in, the 23-year-old from Pembroke, right outside of Rochester. And Noah Kavanaugh from Seattle, Washington. In his second season with the team. He's into the game as well. And Matt Bolduc, who has the game-winning goal right now, is taking a seat. And now Union, Kavanaugh is all by himself, 3-on-1. See if Union can put the game away here. Kavanaugh, Stewart is wide open. Sanchez is there. Sanchez takes a shot and it's clear off the line. Great defensive play to keep it 2-0. Kavanaugh. Now they're going to call offsides. I don't think that was offsides, but give the benefit of the doubt on that one. Stewart took the shot. It was cleared off the line. There should not have been an offside. I was saying here's the second substitution. So that is Kavanaugh in and Bolduc out. We still don't have the word on stoppage time yet. Get that as soon as we can here. Right now we're about 3 minutes into whatever stoppage time there is, and it's going to be a corner kick for Flower City, and that's where the home side wants the ball, all the way down in the Savannah end. Can't be much time left in this game, maybe a couple of minutes. Did not get any specific stoppage time from the officials. You need to just play this ball short and just keep the ball right in the corner. And here's where the physical battles really get tough. Savannah does win the ball, get it out of there, and they just put it in a touch. In the 4th minute of stoppage time right now. So probably just a minute or maybe a little more than a minute to go. It looks like his Union will take home 3 points here against Savannah. Last game was 2-0 over Detroit at home. This one looks like it's also going to be 2-0 unless something changes. Ierdes trying to win the ball. Free kick for Savannah. They'll just boot it downfield. And comes off the head of Verde. That is the final whistle. Referee Jefferson Dargu blows the final whistle. And Flower City Union completes the sweep. The women won earlier 2-1 over Erie, and the men win 2-0 over the Savannah Clovers here at the Rochester Community Sports Complex. And that is really good to see. This team has played very well in the last 2 or 3 weeks, and it's a well-deserved victory. They dominated the first half, and then the second half was fairly even. But Flower City did what they had to do from a defensive perspective, and they made the plays they needed to make. Mike Mahan made a couple of good saves, and he gets the clean sheet. And Flower City Union now with their 2nd victory of the season. That moves them into 8th place in NISA. They're now at 6 points, 2 wins and 7 losses. Savannah moves to 1 win, 2 draws, and 7 losses. Winning goal scored by Matt Bolduc in the 17th minute inside the area off a feed from Malik Stewart. And then the second goal, the golazo, which should be an ESPN top 10 moment if I have anything to say about it. Of course I don't, but Ali Diakate with a scissor volley off the corner kick from Luke Ferreira to make it 2-0, and that was all the scoring in the game. So Flower City Union will now be off for a couple of weeks. We'll be returning here to the downtown soccer stadium on July 8th to take on